how our thoughts shape our habits and actions. The thoughts we think repeatedly, hour after hour, eventually become our beliefs. In fact, 90% of the thoughts we have today are the same as the ones we had yesterday.
We have two types of mind within us. The first one is the conscious mind, the thinking mind. This is our original brain where the thoughts are created and analyzed, which we use less than 10%. Because that only we can use when we fully live in present. The second mind is called the subconscious mind, the body mind. This is developed over the time through repeated thoughts and actions. Body mind that we use more than 90%, because the 90% of the things which we do in our today are the same things which we did yesterday. So that's mean the 90% of our body or 90% of our day we spend in past, and only 10% of the day we spend in present. To bring these new changes in our life, we have to change that vice versa. 90% of the body is supposed to be controlled by the conscious mind, and only the 10% or less than 10% supposed to be controlled by the subconscious mind or by the body mind. When we think same thoughts hour and hour, they turn into belief. These beliefs they then become habits, and eventually our body start following them automatically without needing conscious control. This is known as unconscious thought and unconscious control. Once a habit is formed, the body knows how to do the tasks better than the conscious mind. It executes actions automatically without requiring the permission from the conscious mind. Why changing habit is difficult? When we try to change habit, we introduce new thought. However, the body does not accept the new thought easily because it is only familiar with old habitual pattern. This is why change feel difficult at first. To replace an old habit, we need to repeatedly think the new thought. Over the time, the body will start accepting it and will stop repeating the old habits. This process requires conscious effort and patience. How to overcome the negative thoughts? Whenever you have a negative thought, don't accept it or act it immediately. Instead, follow these three steps to regain the control. Practice gratitude. Focus on something small to grateful for. For example, I can breathe, or we can breathe without struggle is a great blessing of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So say thank you to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Pause and reflect. Take a moment to think about the consequences of this negative thought. What harm will it cause? Is What harm will it cause, the negative thoughts? Is there any benefit to it? Make a conscious choice. Once you analyze the thought, you will realize that you have the power to control it. You don't act on it unconsciously. But when the habits are developed, so our body act on that negative thoughts unconsciously without the permission of our mind. So we have to change that habit.